This is Sandeep Sharma, who is currently working as the head of retail sales for SBI Mutual Fund. So, Sandeep, can you give us uh, what is your main motivation to work in retail and what did you study?
Yeah, so motivation to work in retail, goes back to 1984. So I was 14, 15 years at that point in time. So I was reading the newspaper and I read about HUL chairman SM Datta at that point in time. And, it was, those were very different times. Right now we are much more evolved economy. We are richer than what we were in 80s, and those were very different times. And there was this guy who was just hopping across the country, trying to set up the distribution network for HUL, and I really liked his the way in which he has been jet setting. You used to be a kid at that point in time, and you used to at that point in time you used to really fantasize if you have to catch a plane. So I just thought, yeah, this is a good life. He was making good amount of money, and a lot was being written about India at that point in time. Also, the population that was there, the opportunity, in terms of growth, which is there in India, is unparalleled. There is no other economy with 1.3 billion people, and with more than 50% of the population being less than 25 years of age. So of course, India is a tremendous opportunity for those who want to build a career in retail.
Sounds great. So, which are the skills that students should begin developing or possess if they are looking to be ahead of the curve in this rapidly changing world of work?
So there would not be any one skill set that you need to have. I think you guys are very lucky at this point in time. The kind of information which is available, on the web, you can you can have unlimited learning. Specifically in terms of if you really want to be ahead of curve, what you really need to do is that definitely you need to be very very much up there in terms of making use of the technology to your benefit. Secondly, you need to have very varied kind of interests. It's not that if you are in retail, or say in my line of business, I'm working for mutual funds. Basically, mutual funds, they utilize, they take the money from investors and then they manage that money. They invest that money into capital markets. So if somebody has to be very good at his job in terms of being a fund manager, it doesn't mean that he only needs to read books on finance. He needs to have a much broader horizon in terms of his understanding about human behavior. Because as a fund manager, you not only need to know about the companies that you're working for, but you also have to be absolutely aware about human behavior, how markets behave, and how you have to behave when you are managing a portfolio. So I think one needs to have a very broader horizon in terms of knowing a lot many things. You should know about history. You should know about human behavior. You should know about finance for sure. If I particularly talk about my business, and I think you guys are very lucky in terms of all these being available to you. So you don't have to really work really hard to find out that who is going to give you that knowledge. That knowledge is available. There are so many websites today which are offering free courses. There are paid courses. So today it is not very difficult. If you want to do a Harvard course, you can go to a Coursera and do any kind of a course, which is being developed by the best brains in the world. So I think one needs to be thinking a little from a broader perspective, try to have insights into various facets if you really want to become a very successful professional.
Sounds like some great advice. So, what guidance do you have for students who are looking to take up a similar career?
So I think there is, it's not a rocket science, especially in my business, and as I'm telling you that there is a lot of tailwind which automatically gets created when you are living in a country like India, which has such a humongous population, and our we have been growing at a very good pace over last few years. So therefore, you need to do your basic stuff in terms of your college education, your graduation, post graduation in finance, post graduation from in terms of an MBA degree definitely comes in very handy. And if you can get it from a good institute, because a good institute really prepares you for the corporate world that comes after that. And once you have done your MBA and you know your stuff right, and you enter into this field, then it is a continuous learning process. So it's not that you have to do these couple of things and then your career is going to take off. Once you start your career, then even after that, it has to be a continuous process of evolving, learning every day newer things, so that you can become better in terms of what you are doing.
All right. So thank you, Sandeep. Thank you so much for your time and good luck on your work.
Thank you.